We will not be held responsible for any hearing impairments or damage caused to you from excessive exposure to this sound.
Hey CJ, remember that one time?
Oh yeah, it was fucking epic.
You're listening to
Remember That One Time
the Inappropriate Storytime Podcast
with CJ Davenport,
and Chris Wells.
and these are not your mama's fairy tales.
Do you think Tabitha looks like a vagina?
Well, I think we should stand up and do like show and tell.
Yes,
and be
that way
like,
we can show.
this is what I am.
Okay, well, not yet. We're working on it. No, I don't know if it's really recording because it's got a. There it goes.
Chris is recording the call.
Yes, there it goes. Okay, yeah, sit on some pillows.
There we go. Oh Lord.
Um,
Don't get messy.
Yeah, I guess we can do a here's what I am, here's what you are thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah,
Am
you
I
guys.
a little bit taller?
Yeah, your boob.
Yeah, your boobs look fantastic. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
Right? All right, well, I guess you guys go ahead. Try to explain that Tabitha's not a vagina.
Ribbon.
Say ribbit. All right,
All right.
go ahead.
I need a refill.
Me too.
First of
Okay.
Definitely. This might get interesting tonight. I'm just saying.
Well, I hope so. I was gonna say people are paying for this, but LOL, no.
all.
Sounded good.
Oh, are
Yeah.
we recording already?
Yes,
Oh, sorry. Go get my drink.
that's why I've told you like 15 times to introduce what you guys are,
I'm sorry.
and you're like, I'm fucking thirsty, is what I am.
this is more
I did that
important.
burp too.
This is
Oh,
more
well.
important. Get off me.
I'm telling you,
Everyone get off me. Okay. I am Brown and Coke. And you are?
I am whoopee cushion.
yeah. So, and I am Papa Emeritus the Third of Swedish band Ghost. Nobody knows but me.
I
basically.
don't know what
Only
any
you.
of those
Yep.
words mean.
They won a motherfucking Grammy.
Who wants
Jesus.
the Grammys? Fuck the Grammys.
Oh my god.
Political.
Fuck both y'all. Okay, how
Alright.
about this? I'm super
It's
spooky
not politics.
corpse paint person. How about that?
Do what?
Corpse paint. How about that? That's
Okay.
easier.
That works. That
Good.
works.
I'm Norwegian burning down churches. Okay. So, now that that's covered, let's get started. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is Remember That One Time with your hosts, Chris Wells,
And CJ Davenport with
And-
special guest.
with special guest,
Tabby cat.
Hey.
Tabby Cat. Yay. And we are breaking away from our normal podcasting to bring to you a very special Halloween, special, spectacular extravaganza party.
Yes.
That's what we're doing today.
With drinks.
With drink. I don't have a
Tabitha
drink.
has a drink. It's
I ha-
Boone's Farm.
I have a pill bottle.
Oh, shit.
Awesome. That's life.
I know. It's the only thing.
Who's getting really fucked up tonight?
Right? I've got a pill bottle and sponges. This is what I have on my table because that's how I live my
Awesome.
life.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're winning.
Exactly. Hashtag winning. Yeah, I don't have my thing pulled up, so I don't know what we're starting with first. We're gonna start with outfits first.
Sure. I think that's a great place to start. It'll kind of
'Cause-
explain why we are the way we are.
Yeah, I don't really remember much of my outfits, so I'll think about those while you're going over some of yours. And Tabby Cat can definitely intervene, interject, she can enter us.
Oh my god. Okay. So I actually dug out some pictures that are pretty horrendous.
Oh Jesus.
And yeah, it's really bad.
Oh God, I thought you meant like one or two.
This
This
is
is Courtney.
it's like 4.
Okay, well still, it's more than like one.
Okay. It's like 4. It's gonna be okay. So okay, this is like my probably second, I'm guessing my second Halloween. It was the 80s. I don't think people really knew what was going on back then. I don't really know what I was. but I kind of look like a speckled lampshade of some sort. I don't really know what's going on in this picture.
I don't
And
know. What is it?
I'm
It's a
I'm
Minnie
not,
Mouse.
yeah, except I don't
Yeah,
have any ears
super
and
angsty.
I'm wearing pearls. I don't really know. I think everybody was drunk. So that one was pretty bad. Um, let's see. I'm trying to keep it in order. Then there was one day I decided I was going to be a bear for Halloween. Like,
Probably Pooh Bear, don't lie.
no, a
No?
bear. Like me and my friend were like, we're going to be just straight up animals, like not even
Like
animated
rare?
animals. Like, "Rrr, I'm going to attack you. Like,
That was like
bear.
Fortnite.
Like, so my little
What?
friend she's a
No.
cow, like not
Well, that's not
not the,
nice.
not the Daisy cheese cow, or like I can't really think of any other famous cow, but just a straight up cow, and I was just a straight up bear. And it's like
Meh,
one
as one
day a
does.
cow and a bear just decided that they were going to go door to door asking for candy. I don't know. It was awkward. It was an awkward time.
Nice.
So there's that.
I like how your bear costume is like black leotard and cheap dollar store bear face mask.
Yes.
It really is. It was so bad. And this isn't really a I don't even think this was Halloween. This was just a normal day, but like
Of
I mean,
course. Because
it
we
might
dress
as
up
well
for
have
normal
been
days.
Halloween. Like, remember when Mary Kate and Ashley were like all the rage?
Me and
Like,
Ethan were just talking about that the other
yes.
day. Like we used to go to the movie store just to get the newest Mary Kate and Ashley Halloween movie.
I'm sorry, Ethan.
Okay, don't judge him.
That's awesome.
I just have a whole different view of him now. My
Look,
mind is
we were
blown.
all kids at once. They were okay, they transcended male, female, questionable, animal, whatever you were. You loved Mary Kate and Ashley. Deal with it.
Apparently. Well, apparently I was really channeling them because when they came out, I remember like they had all their little movies and stuff. And there was one movie where I don't know why it just struck me like, oh my God, these chicks know what fashion is and I'm going to dress like them. And this is what I came up with.
Okay, at first all I saw was the dog and I was like there's no way. But that Planet Hollywood shirt, I had the exact
Right.
same
I did
one in a
too.
picture from my birthday, like Sweet 16. But yeah, was that a denim skirt too?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
red tights underneath and a freaking denim hat with a big giant blue flower. Like,
Yes.
and and I have and that's an actual dog in the picture.
Yeah.
That's my actual teacup dog that I'm pushing around in this stroller
That's made
because
for a doll.
I'm like 3.
Because she's extra.
Well,
And she's been
see,
extra.
the joke's on you. Mary Kate and Ashley actually did come out with their own fashion line years later. And they're like super hella expensive, fashionable, Versace, Gucci, whatever.
Yeah, but their stuff is atrocious now. I mean, like
Well, I
they
mean,
look
yeah.
miserable. They're
Well,
just like they're you
they're
know
also 26 pounds each.
they're like clutching their
Right.
skinny lattes with their sucked
Well.
in cheeks and their old ass fucking husbands. Like, girl, I'm gonna need you to stop.
Right? A little
I
too
can't.
extra.
So, okay, are you ready for this one? Because you're in it.
Oh,
It's great.
Jesus. Is it the one that I'm thinking of?
Yep.
Because there's a specific picture that I have in my brain where we're in front of your mom's fireplace.
Sure is.
I don't remember what I'm in, but it's probably the same thing that I was in 90% of my Halloweens because it was my favorite garment.
Yep.
And
I'm pretty sure you still wear it. Honestly,
actually,
you might be wearing it right now.
I'm very, very close, I believe, but that actually my fat bat wing arms like got too big and it won't fit anymore, so I had to trash it. But I might sew me a new one.
You didn't keep it for sentimental reasons?
No, I actually don't know where it went. There's no
Oh.
telling. I bet my ex-husband probably took it in the divorce.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
not
like something you would do.
awkward.
Yeah.
So, little backstory here. This is like like there's the Halloween where you transition from being like a trick or treater to like you're too old to trick or treat.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
this-
that never happened to us.
Well, I mean, that's what's supposed to happen,
Right.
and that's I think what was happening. I don't think it was our choice. I think our parents were like, okay, you're like you guys have drivers. You can't. No, it's done. You're too old to trick or treat. And so, and I think we pitched a fit, and my mom made us like these little trick or treat, like little goodie bags, and she went ahead and filled them up with candy, and she was like, "Here, take your fucking candy.
Get the
Shut
fuck
the
out
hell
of my
up.
face.
Get out of my face. Get out of my house. I don't
Yes.
care where you go or what you do, but you ain't trick or treating, because if I hear that you've been knocking on somebody's door in this neighborhood or any neighborhood,
I'm gonna kick your ass.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tan your hide."
Yep.
And so, yeah, what happened later on that night was a different story. But I
We
don't know.
trick or
She
treated.
was
Not
like,
gonna lie. We did it.
it was more tricks than treats, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Later.
So we all lined up, like me, Chris, and then my little brother and sister all lined up, and my mom's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take your picture." And
This is what
we
resulted.
came up with.
That's exactly the one I was thinking of. So
Yeah.
we have little sister in a little witch cape, super sparkly, super adorable. We have a tiny little Scooby-Doo next to her. We have CJ in, for some reason, a corporate business pencil skirt and jacket, like she's going to pitch an idea to the CEO of Apple. But with that, she also has a cotton ball like stapled onto her ass and a pair of white bunny ears, because she is the Playboy bunny. Now, this bitch did not realize, and she will argue until the day she comes home, that the Playboy bunny is not a rabbit. So she is going to be the Playboy bunny regardless. So that is what she is. She is the Playboy bunny. Now you keep going with me, and I just gothed out like I usually do. There is this black dress Elvira type of thing that I think my mom or my grandmother made, because it was definitely hand sewn, but it was made out of like the thickest canvas. Like somebody took whatever they make Converse shoes out of and just stretched it out and made a dress out of that. It was so, yes, it's
That's
so
what this is made
thick.
out of?
It is. It's so heavy and so thick and so hot.
Wow.
And so, yeah, there's
It
no
is so
stretch
hot.
to it. Yes. But it has like these really, really long sleeves that are all jagged and looks all witchy and stuff. And I'm, of course, in a pair of pantyhose and a choker or some sort,
Yep.
because chokers are for girls with the black belt and blowjobs.
Hey.
Hey. So now you know.
I do have one more that's pretty awesome, but I don't have a
Yeah.
picture of it. And it was actually last year. I was
Really?
just like, I can't think of anything. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got this party to go to, and I just decided, like, you know what? I'm just going to go as a basic white bitch. And so
She
I just
didn't have anything.
So I just put I did wear the ears. I wore ears, and I wore the little cotton ball spoopy butt thing, whatever.
Yeah.
And I went completely overboard with the highlighter. I mean, like,
Oh
you
my
could see
God.
your reflection in my skin. It was great. But even better than my costume was husband Chris's costume. He went as a dick in a box.
Nice.
Not even kidding. We got like a penis head thing, and then we got a cardboard box, and he got inside it, and he'd like flip the flap up and be like, "I'm a dick in a box." It was great. And
That's
we
intense.
we won best dressed at
Where?
at a Halloween party. And you know what the prize was?
What's that?
A lava lamp.
Nice.
It was great.
Goals. I would compete
Yes.
for a lava lamp.
Hell yeah.
Dude, throw in a black light too. We are gonna rave.
Yes.
I love it.
So that's what I got. And,
Nice.
And now I'm crowning Coke.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
I usually stuck with that black costume forever. There was the whole dead prom queen thing one year.
Yeah.
I bought this neon orange like evening gown prom dress.
Oh, I
When
remember that.
yeah, you know what that is. I bought it
Yes.
after I graduated high school because I was going on a cruise, and it said that you had to have formal wear, and I'm like, well, what gets more formal than a fucking prom dress? So I bought a prom dress to take on a cruise. Of course I didn't need it, because that's not the kind of formal they were talking about. I'm just stupid. So I bought it for like $20. And so I'm like, you know what? If I bought this, I'm going to get use out of it. So every single year for probably up until last year, the year before, I was some iteration of like Jolene, the Pumpkin Queen of New Orleans or some shit like that. And last year, I bumped it up to a pun because I wore a sign that said thank you, or what? It was a sign that said I'm sorry around my neck with the dress. And you know what it was?
What? I can't remember.
I was a formal apology.
Oh,
That's
Isn't it yeah. It's dumb.
awesome.
Nobody else thought it was funny. Everybody's like, I don't understand. Explain this. And I was like, that's it. I'm giving up on the pun costumes
Yeah.
because nobody ever
You
gets
spend
them.
your entire night explaining yourself.
But that's awesome,
Yeah.
though.
Exactly. For people that do
Formal
get it.
apology, that was badass.
Yeah. See, I liked it.
You're good
you-
with the puns.
I try to be punny. One of our Halloween parties, one of the ones that sticks out with me, I cannot remember her name. I know her first name is Ashley, but I don't remember the last name. She hung out with another group of our friends, but she went as a black-eyed pea. And remember, she had like black around her eye, and then her t-shirt had a pea on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the costumes I remember, but I don't remember her name.
Everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah, what is? I don't understand, but I thought it was funny. It was good.
No, I
stuff.
did too. But she just like you said, she spent her whole night just explaining it to everybody. Just,
So before I had kids, it was so funny because we always went to Halloween parties as well, me and my ex.
Right.
And so I was an outlet and he was a plug.
Nice.
So we
Stick
always
it
had
in.
like costumes, yeah, that were just real fun and stuff. But he got drunk one night and he decided that he wanted to plug me. So he
Oh
plug me, baby.
no. Nice.
So he like goes around the whole way and he's chasing me with the damn plug trying to put it in my outlet. And he fell. It did not go well. He
Oh
was
my
like
God.
literally laid out with the plug like on his belly and he was on his back. He was drunk. It was horrible.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I just thought of the best story.
What?
It totally should be a Halloween story, but it's kind of not. Remember?
Well, it is now.
Remember
That one time.
That one time.
At band camp.
No. It was Loretta's 40th birthday party. Were you there?
Oh my god, when my mom got drunk and went into the ice bucket and started going.
No, I don't remember
I
that.
remember that because I was trying to take her home.
Oh, all right. New story.
No, no. Remember when the strippers? Why is it always strippers? This is
It's
like the
always
third podcast in a row that I've mentioned strippers. It's always strippers. Anyways, so I was dating this guy and his mom was turning 40. That tells you how long ago this was. If his mother was turning 40 and we're like 30 now. God, that was 1,000 years
Stop
ago.
it.
I know. Stop. You're gonna make me cry all my grease paint off.
No.
Stop.
And so she was turning 40 and her husband had ordered strippers, and I guess they were coming from like a long ways away or something because he kept answering his phone and they were lost. You
I know
where
what
I'm
this
going
is.
with
I know where you're
Yes.
going with this now.
Yes, it's not a Halloween story.
I
but
mean, it
might
should be
as
because
well
there's a
be.
costume involved.
Yes. So so he keeps getting on the phone and he's like trying to explain. I mean, we live way out in the middle of BFE, but still, I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, we spent like 2 hours. What are you doing?
I was trying to figure out why my husband was leaving his cave.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Did it look
And
like there was like
so-
a fly or something? Sorry.
And so it turns out they went way the hell past the exit where they should have gotten off the interstate, and they were
Of
like
course, because
they were
men.
like halfway to Memphis. They were a
Shit.
long ass ways away. They're like 2 hours late. And so he was like, well, just give us our money back. Screw it. Like, there's, by the time you get all the way back here, there's going to be
Somebody
no
is taking off their clothes and showing me their dick.
point.
Turn
Right.
around.
And so he was like, just fuck it. I'll do it myself. And your dad, for some reason, had a penis costume in his trunk. And
As
he
one
was
does.
like, just casually have a penis
That's my dad.
costume because just that's the way you are. And so he was like, oh, I got an idea. Why don't you put this penis costume on and you can like do a dance for her and everything. And I was like, oh God.
So then my mom
Mm.
had a little too much liquor, and she won't admit it because she's never drinks. So she like decides she's been sipping on this. I don't even know what it was. I think it was a rum,
Probably.
but
It's
it was
usually a
like, it tastes
rum.
like Kool-Aid to her because she kept just saying she wanted more, and she kept saying that she never tasted the alcohol. Well, by God, she did taste that alcohol. But the alcohol done went to her because she's in the damn ice bucket of where the beer and stuff is in the garage, all because she's hot. She was having hot flashes, so she decided to go like into the bucket. She's like this, and next thing you know, she just falls straight into the bucket and just like.
Okay, so
goes
how
on.
big is this
Yes,
bucket?
She was hot.
Okay, it wasn't a bucket, it was a trough. It was
Yeah,
a,
it was a trough.
watering
An actual
trough.
water
Okay.
trough.
Okay.
That's the funny part.
Because
I
I'm
hope my
picturing one of
40th
those.
birthday is this much of a rager, dude. It was
Right?
Yeah,
awesome.
but she just said she was hot. I mean, she wasn't trying to put on a show. She was literally hot. That literally, finally, she was just like, "Screw it, fuck it, we'll go into the ice bucket."
So this is going on in the garage while my ex-boyfriend's dad went out to the car to get this penis suit.
Right.
And so he comes back in, and he doesn't tell her that he's going to do it. This is all a surprise. She had no idea that the strippers were coming. She had no idea that he was doing this. No clue. She's just enjoying herself. She's laughing at her sister-in-law writhing around in a bucket full of ice, drunk as
So
fuck.
funny.
And so he gets this penis costume, and he like kind of just like puts it under his shirt. It's all wadded up, and he's like trying to be all, you know, secretive, and goes into the bedroom, and he's like, come in here and help me zip it up. And so we went in there and shut the door, and he gets into this thing, and it's like it's got legs on the inside of it, but the outside is like the ball sack, and then it's got a zipper in the back, and then it has this little battery pack, and it's got like a little fan, and once you get inside it completely and zip it up, the fan blows, and it blows it up and makes it into this giant, like 7-foot erect penis with balls. It's got hair on
Balls
it.
and alls.
Balls and alls. It's the whole 9 yards. And so we finally get him inside of it, and we zip it up and turn the fan on and everything. And it's just like, I don't know if I guess it just got too hot or something, because, you know, I mean, it worked for a while. I turned the fan on, and it went up. And I mean, we're in there taking pictures for a minute before he goes out there, because I think you or somebody else was trying to get all of the women like into the living room to sit down.
Right.
And he was gonna like go out there dancing in this penis suit. And so we're in there for a few minutes, and the fan was running the whole time.
Because we had to get Mama out of the trough.
Yeah, we had to pull her out of
So
the
they
trough.
were still waiting.
Oh, God.
So that took a little bit. Way longer than we
So
thought.
we finally get the all clear that all the women folk are in the living room,
Women
sitting
folk.
down, and they're ready to go. And so he opens the door, and he's like dancing down the hallway. Like they turned on some music. He's dancing down the hallway and stuff. And I just keep getting a whiff of something that smells like burning plastic.
Oh,
And I was
shit.
just like,
Yeah.
what is that? Like, what the fuck? And he gets into the living room, and he starts doing his thing, and all of a sudden I see smoke.
Where?
I see black smoke, just a little bit, coming from the ball sack area, like gooch.
You never,
Dude,
ever
this is
want to
not
see your
honorable,
sack
'cause this is
smoking.
my crazy family.
I'm like, what's happening? And I'm just like, and I mean, I was a little drunk too. I was like slowly putting the pieces together, and I was like, burning plastic. Now I see smoke. Oh my God, he's on fire. Like, and I screamed, you're on fire. And he was like, I know, right? And I was like,
Oh my God.
no, you're on fire. Stop, drop, and roll, dude. Get down.
Wow.
He was literally on fire, and we had to like smack.
Oh God, it was
We
hilarious.
like tackled him to the ground, and we had to like smack the fire out. We're beating the
Can
shit
you
out of
imagine this? Okay, we're smacking the hell out of a penis.
a giant 7-foot
Hairy penis at that.
Oh, it was great, and really, that should have been Halloween.
And with it being
But it
on
wasn't.
fire, because
I mean, it might as well
still
be.
erecting it even more when we were patting it.
Oh,
Nice.
every time you hit it, like a billow of smoke came out.
That's amazing.
Oh God.
Oh,
There we
Lord
go.
have mercy.
Unintentional story. I dig it. Well, while we're on the topic of parties, we've got three different parties we can go over, and then we'll outline some simple rules of Halloween as it has been from the beginning and should still be.
Hell
And
yeah.
then we've got a top 5 spooky tunes that are our favorite Halloween songs. We'll go over that list, and then I have a super secret surprise for these two at the end. So that's just kind of a look ahead, a glance ahead about what we're going to be doing here. Again, you're listening to Remember That One Time. Of course, if you're still listening, you know who we are and why you're here. I hope, unless you've had enough to drink and you're like, where the fuck am I? Who are these bitches talking to me? Where's this coming from? God, is that you?
Cheers.
Yeah. In which case we say cheers, drink up. Again, you can always reach us if you need to at 2girls1terriblepodcast@gmail.com. We can also be found on Facebook. Search Remember That One Time. We have a website that the web address is way too
On
long.
the interwebs.
On the interwebs, yes, on the Googles. You can get to that via our Facebook page as well. We have a YouTube channel that we're putting together. This will be on. So yay. And
First YouTube video.
our first YouTube video ever. Get on this before we blow up like whoever's popular. Who is it? PewDiePie, Logan Paul, whoever. I don't know.
I don't know any of the words you just said.
Exactly. And yeah, and you can catch us on SoundCloud. You can catch us on iTunes. You can catch us on podcasts.com. With that said, which is the first party that we're going to go over?
I
Where should we
think
start?
technically the one at your house happened first.
Yeah. They were all around the same time. They may have been like 3 consecutive years.
Yeah,
Now that I think about it,
it probably was. Yeah.
Yeah, because my costume at my house, I was in a Megadeth t-shirt, ripped jeans. I think I borrowed my dad's leather jacket, and I had teased my hair to the point where I thought I was gonna have to cut it.
It was a lot.
It was a
I
lot of
remember
teasing.
We were brushing knots out of it for days, and I was like, "Did you really have to? You think I'm extra?"
Well,
What
I teased it.
happened? What did you do? Did you stick your fucking finger in her ex-husband's light socket? I mean, what the hell?
No. Hell, I didn't tease it. I made it mad.
Oh, she said. Oh, so she stuck her finger in it.
Oh no.
That went downhill fast.
Right? That's what he said. That didn't work at all.
No, it
What
didn't.
I tried.
How many of those pills did you take?
I know, right? Those are my bipolar meds, so thank God all of them.
God.
Oh, thank God. You'd have all
Jesus.
different personalities on this one.
Something like that. No, I would just be crying. I lost my train of thought, my dears.
We were talking about
my hair.
You borrowed your dad's leather jacket and you teased your hair.
Yeah, I didn't just tease it. I made it mad. So it was like this big. I put like 17 different colors. You know those spray cans of hair color you can get at Walmart for 97 cents that make you you get high as a kite if you shut the door when you're spraying that shit. Well, I had that all sprayed and it turns your hair into like chalk. But then I cemented it with Aquanet on top of it. So my hair was going nowhere. And I some sort of zombified my face. It wasn't near as badass as what's going on here, but it was ooh, spooky, scary, something. And I don't know.
That picture somewhere. I should have dug it out when I dug these
out.
Yeah. I know. I tried looking for it too, and I couldn't find it. So I don't know where it went.
I'm pretty sure I actually know exactly where it is.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it at your mom's?
No, it's here. It's in the next room.
Nice. All right. Well, maybe if you do find it, we'll put it up on the website for later. Sound good? And we'll do that with the rest of those pictures you'd referenced earlier too. We'll put them all up on the website.
All right.
And so that one, we decided to go all out at home, and we had dry ice in the kitchen that was like billowing from the sink, so you couldn't see anything. We had strobe lights. We had a fog machine.
I had a
Mom-
seizure.
Yeah, we had a seizure. Mom had done the living room up with like dead bodies and tombstones and all this. Like, I don't know why she did the living room instead of like the front yard, but it's whatever.
The living room.
She did the living room.
Because the dead are coming back to life.
And they're here to watch. I was gonna say Netflix, but that was not a thing back then.
And what they weren't even here to watch Redbox. They were here to watch Hollywood
Channel.
video rentals. and
Yes.
I was about to say.
Blockbuster rentals.
Here to watch
Better
Fox
watch it
17 News.
fast. We gotta take it back in 5 hours.
Right? Those were the days.
Yeah. Oh.
And I know
Alright.
that right outside. I just remember Dad had made this spider out of like trash bags, filled the middle of it with leaves. And you remember on my parents' property in the very back where you went like through this trail, and then there was a huge opening in the back.
Mhm.
So where that trail was, he put that spider right above that entrance. So it was super, super fucking scary. And we did a hayride.
Yep, I remember
Yep.
that.
And my dad did this thing every year. When we had this hayride, we would go down to the cemetery that was on the road. We'd go down to the cemetery, and he would like stall the truck because it's an older truck anyway. It's like a late 80s model. And he would stall it and then pretend, he'd be like, oh, the engine's dead and I can't get it restarted. We're stuck here in the graveyard, and the dead's gonna come back to life. And my little brother and all his friends got to enjoy spooking whoever was on the hayride, jumping out and ooga booga. So that was a thing that we thoroughly enjoyed. And I don't remember what we were doing on the inside, but apparently CJ remembers some party tricks that was going on after she sucks down the foam off her Crown and Coke. Big sip.
Yeah, so what was going on inside the house was a very heated game of suck and blow. And
Yeah, I don't remember
mean,
this at all.
considering, yeah, because that was the time I made out with your cousin in your bedroom.
Yeah, well, it
Um,
happened. I don't know if
yeah.
that's the first or last time that's been said. I don't know.
Better me than you, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be
Well,
making out with my cousin in my bedroom.
You are
That's-
from Kentucky, so there is that.
No, but nice try. No,
No, well, your family's from Kentucky.
no.
Yes. Is your father not from Kentucky?
He was born in Portsmouth, Ohio.
Is that not right over the state line?
Semantics.
It's literally like 10 feet over the state line. Might
Yeah.
as well be from Kentucky. Well, anyways, yeah, we were playing a heated game of suck and blow. Nothing really interesting to tell other than, I mean, surprise, surprise, we got in trouble because
Yeah.
we were like 13. But
Was that the same party that we were in the floor doing the whole when you lay down light as a feather, stiff as a board,
Mhm.
scratch your back
yep.
thing where like after you say the words or whatever, you like look at your back. Oh my God, there's scratches. The witch attacked me or whatever.
Oh gosh, I remember that.
Or
Yeah.
Bell Witch or
The-
Bloody Mary and all that
Yeah,
shit.
Bloody Mary in the bathroom. I remember
Yes,
doing
They
that
don't know
because
nothing these days.
I know, right?
I know we were doing this shit. It was amazing. We've already covered the Ouija board, but that wasn't Halloween. That was just spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember what?
I thought of another one.
Really?
Yeah.
These are just
but
popping up.
I'm going to let you finish, though.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, just to let you know, we don't need to go over like 2.5 hours this time.
I'll try to keep it brief.
Try to. But then again, it is our super special secret.
It's a special
Special.
Halloween special, and it's a
It
special
is.
occasion, so
It is. Anyways, no,
was
just
the
the whole
kid?
light as a feather, stiff as a board thing. Probably my brother, maybe my dad came around the side and like beat on the window when we got all quiet, and of course scared the shit out of all of us, and we went running.
Yep.
But I remember specifically the Bloody Mary mirror trick thing in the bathroom because I had those light bulbs that they used to sell that like one was girl what?
She called me a bitch and I started laughing. Sorry.
All right. Oh no, there was a drink theft. Okay. Well, they used
I will make you your own drink if you want some.
No, we can't. We're in this.
What do you mean we can't? Bitch, we can.
I'm talking. Go ahead.
Here.
Watch this.
I'm about to get puffy.
Oh no. Oh, look at that. That's some chemistry bullshit. We're gonna
Yeah,
mix
that's
this
good.
with this.
She don't like her red wine, so she gives it to me.
There you
It's
go.
Boone's Farm. It's not red wine. It's
Okay,
basically
Boone's Farm is red, and
cough
it's
syrup.
And it's wine.
yes, it's good. It's not wine. That
No,
shit
I
is not
gotta get
wine.
up
That's a
at
malt
5 o'clock
beverage.
In the morning. I
This
can't
will
be
help
having
you.
headache wine.
This will help you go to sleep.
Yeah, there you go.
Go to sleep, bitch. Go to sleep.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, no, the only thing how I remember that it was in the bathroom was because we had those light bulbs that you can get that like one was shaped like a skull and it was a black light, and then one was like blood splattered and it had a face on it.
I
You could get
remember-
them from Walmart back in the day for like $5. I've been trying to find them and they don't make them anymore.
Nope.
But I remember having those and they were like flickering in the bathroom and it was all spooky and scary.
Yes,
Mhm.
I remember that life.
Yeah.
Yes. Good times. So, yeah. What did you just remember?
I can't. Why do we keep forgetting the best stories? And this one actually was Halloween, and it was same family as your family again, but
Oh, shit.
you weren't there for this one.
No.
Remember, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison.
That was Halloween?
Yes, that was on
Shit.
Halloween.
I
How the
Yeah,
fuck
because you're
did we
okay,
forget?
because of the end of it. Now I remember.
Yes. So, your uncle showed up to my house, and I was dating his son at the time. And this is the very first time that he met. Well, wait, no, I'm getting it all fucking wrong. I'm drinking too much. No, never mind. Let me start over.
Rewind.
Scrap that whole segment. Let me start over.
With all our hands flying everywhere. It's getting crazy. Let me drink.
Okay, scrap that. Anyways, so I was dating your cousin, and his mom was working at the bank at the time, and they were having some sort of Halloween. It was like a bonfire / hayride / party, whatever, and everybody was gonna go. And so I was like, okay, let's go. And we had just started dating. I mean, we had been together like a month maybe, and it was one of the first times that I met his parents. I think I only met them maybe once or twice before. And so they came and picked me up, and we went out to this bonfire, and there was, they were just kind of roasting marshmallows, and the adults were drinking. I mean, I was like 14 at the time. The adults were drinking. We did a hayride. We came back to the fire. And there was this one lady, I don't know if she was an employee at the bank or I don't know who she belonged to, but she was drunk as shit, dude. She was not a feminine type of woman. She was very manly.
You know, I know who that is.
Do you really? Don't say any names.
I'm not, but I
Yeah,
know who that is.
We're not about calling people out. We've already had our hands smacked about that once.
Yeah,
Right.
right. So she was wearing overalls, and I could have sworn that when I arrived at this bonfire, she had a shirt on underneath her overalls, but when I came back from the hayride, it was just the overalls only. No shirt, no bra, just the overalls.
And what you're probably thinking is, what in the drinking natty light out of your sister's pussy in the backseat of your Earnhardt Tribute Monte Carlo behind the trailer park dumpster kind of bullshit is this?
That's exactly what I was thinking, dude.
That's awesome.
Exactly. I was like,
You're welcome.
Yes.
I mean,
Cheers
cheers
to
to
that
that.
shit.
Right? I was like, I can't go on.
Oh my God.
And so we come back to the fire, and I'm just kind of like eyeing this woman, and she's like, she keeps stumbling, and I'm like, somebody save her. She's about to fall into the fire.
Save her.
she gets up. She's got a Dixie cup, of course. She gets up and she goes, "I gotta piss." And she goes
Just like
over-
that.
Yeah, she
Just like
exactly. She was like, "I gotta piss." She goes over behind this bush. She lets down her overalls, titties swinging everywhere.
Swinging.
Starts peeing. She's peeing all over herself, all over this bush, and she starts singing. She goes, "I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison." I
Yes.
was like, isn't anybody gonna stop her? And I went to pick her up in the rain.
There
I
ain't no
was like,
stopping that.
once you get that far in the song, you got to bring it home. So I stood up and I said, and before I could get
To the station and
pick
pick up truck.
What happened, y'all? She got run over by a damn old train. And then I was like, okay, I gotta go now.
Right?
You gotta
So,
finish the
like,
actual song.
Yeah, well, we did. Well, she did.
She did.
She finished it from the ground. Because
Of course.
at the point that Mama got run over by a damned old train,
She was gone.
she fell down.
Yeah,
And I guess
she got
playing-
run over.
She was playing the part of Mama. I don't know what she was doing. But anyway, so you would have thought that it ended there, but it didn't. So it comes time to go home, and his dad had drove us, and he was feeling pretty good too. But he's one of those guys that he's a pretty good drunk driver.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you're
He's been doing it for God knows when.
yeah, but when you're a mom and you send your 14-year-old daughter out with this dude you've never met before, and he brings her home and he's drunk, you kind of don't think it's that funny. But
It's funny, and I'm a mom.
it's funny. And
Yeah.
so he's
Yeah.
driving us home.
Don't
And-
judge me.
And to be honest, he drove better on the way home than he did on the way there.
Ain't
So
that
he-
the way it
He
goes?
pulls up into my driveway, and I lived at the end of a dead end street in a subdivision with very few houses. It was really dark and quiet back there, only house on the street. And so as he's pulling in, the lights are coming over the front yard, and I see that our house has been rolled. And my mom called the cops.
Mm-hmm.
She called
Shit, I
the
would too.
police. She called the law. And she's standing there with freaking, oh gosh, what was his name? That old cop. Stoney, I think.
Stony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's standing out in the front driveway with Stoney in her pink fuzzy slippers and her bathrobe. And he's like taking a statement from her on some shit like, "Oh, I promise you, ma'am, we're going to find out who did this terrible atrocity." I'm like,
Justice will be had.
yeah, right? We're going to find him and punish them to the full extent of the law.
See, that was the tradition, though, in my actual family with the ones that she's talking about. Every year on Halloween, we'd load up in a van and we would go find random
Oh,
houses in
that
Iggleville, and we would roll all their houses. I mean, that
Yeah.
was the whole thing, you know? Now it's like, it's different, but
Yeah, you can't do that now.
no.
Well, anyways, so and I'm like, okay, I know that my boyfriend's dad is drunk and
Mhm.
he's arriving to my house and
Pretty
then
obviously.
a cop. And I'm like, if you got any damn sense, you're gonna stay in the car, shut up, and you're gonna turn around
No.
very slowly and go home. Go the
Hell
fuck
no.
home.
That is
Is
not
that
the
what he-
Eagleville way.
Is that what he did?
No.
No.
Hell no.
It does not do
He
that.
Okay, now this is the part where I messed up in the beginning. So my parents have never met him before because, like I said, I just started dating their son like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Right.
And so he gets out of the vehicle. He is drunker than Cooter Brown, and he got out of the vehicle. I'm thinking, Lord of mercy, my mom is never going to let me go out with them ever again. She's going to tell me I got to break up with my boyfriend. My life is over.
Yep. Grounded to your room for the next 11 years.
Right.
Amen.
He gets out of the truck. He walks over to Stoney, throws his arm around him, and he goes, "What you reckon happened here?" And I was like, "Oh!"
Oh
And that's
God.
really how it sounds like.
And he did that. He goes, "What you reckon happened here?" Oh
Yeah. Yes.
God. And I was just like, if the floor could open up and swallow me right now, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I just, oh, I don't, and and I think at some point he introduced himself to my mom, and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I was
please
like,
don't.
Mom, this is a special occasion. He's not drunk all the time, I promise.
Right? See what you got to look forward to, Ma.
Yeah. Hey, Ma. So, anyways,
Nice.
that was Halloween.
Yeah, and that was around the same time. This is like all spanned between like
Mhm.
14 to 17, maybe,
Yep.
these times.
Mhm.
The next one, we had a Halloween party at the what do you call it? The community center. Yep, right across from the high school.
Who rents out the community center for the 17 years old? She's calling. What's that lady that's in charge?
Mary something. But yeah,
Mary Alice Lamb.
that's it.
Yeah, and
That is
she's
it.
been in charge of it for like 1,000 years.
Yes, she's still in charge of it. My niece just had her 8th birthday party there.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I kid you not. I had flashbacks when I
like-
walked into that place. I
she's
started
like,
like,
I'm 16 years old. I want to know how much it is to rent out the community center. And she
okay,
was like,
did you not have a bomb ass time?
yes, I did actually. It was great.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks
We
for that.
had my mom went like all out on the snacks. She made these like little ladyfinger cookie things
Dude,
with
your mom went ham.
she went
did.
ham on it.
She
It
did.
was amazing. We were bobbing for apples.
Mhm.
There was a karaoke machine going, so we had that. We had like a little I still have the pictures somewhere.
Yes.
I'll have to find these too.
I
But
do
do you
too.
remember we had like a little
The
section
backdrop?
set up, a backdrop, right?
Yeah.
God, you and the same guy that you were talking about the last story, you
Mhm.
two wore a matching uniform, like a his and her outfit, and it was like cavemen.
Yeah.
Remember? That's what it
I
was.
think
It
we're
was
like
Bam
Tarzan
Bam.
and Jane or some shit.
Yeah. So
Oh,
what is the
God.
other one? Bam Bam and Pebbles or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So that's what you guys did. And
Hurts.
yeah, but then towards the end, we started getting restless and decided to go outside. And we're just kind of fucking around in the parking lot, being stupid fucking teenagers. And nobody ever drives out there past like 4 o'clock in the afternoon for the high school. But this is before they changed up all the roads where you had to go by the high school if you wanted to get out of downtown and towards somewhere else. So you had to pass by the school. So as people were passing, I don't remember if it was me or somebody else or who got the idea, but somebody pantsed the fuck out of CJ. Like turned around, yanked. We were like, oh, this will be funny, like right in front of this car. It turns out we didn't just grab the bottom of her Pebbles and Bam Bam. We grabbed everything underneath too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and she's like standing there in the parking lot in front of a high school as people are passing by, as God intended, just
I ain't got
naked as a jaybird.
pants on, y'all.
No, everybody is
No
looking.
pants.
No, nothing. Everyone is
No
looking at her
britches.
cha-cha. Her sad, shameful 16-year-old cha-cha.
Everybody saw all that I had going on. Well, you know what? Now looking back, it's kind of fitting because if you
Oh,
ever
yeah?
remember,
Oh, that house.
what?
The house like across the street from it, where you lived for like a minute. Is that where you were getting at?
No, but I did live across the street from the community center for a while. No, I was saying, like, if you've ever heard the Ray Stevens song, "The Streak,"
Mm-hmm.
that video was filmed in our hometown grocery store.
Yeah, like
So it was
less
kinda
than half
fitting.
a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, I was like, I didn't intentionally streak, but
Well, let's hope that this is the only time somebody's ever going to catch you outside of a school with your pants down, or else they call that pedophile now. You'll
yeah,
end up on a list.
at this age, they do call it pedophile. Yeah.
Even at
But
that age.
you know,
it
that's
probably
not
is frowned
that's
upon.
not the only time that we've been like on a main road in our hometown with no pants on.
Oh yeah, from one of the other stories that we've already told on Main
Did we
Street.
tell it already?
Yeah, and like the very first one. For God's sake, women, put on some clothes. Get inside.
That's right.
Tornado's coming.
Hmm.
You've completely forgotten what we've even talked about, haven't you?
You're right. I have.
Yes, we have gone over that.
Okay. Well then, okay.
Okay, so
Proceed.
the story to beat all stories when it comes to Halloween, the very first thing that comes into your brain when someone says teenage Halloween, what was it?
Do we have to tell it?
Yes.
All right. So the year of this atrocity, after that picture was taken, we were like, we're gonna go walk the neighborhood. No, I don't know
Yeah.
what we're gonna do because we're not allowed to trick or treat, but
Well,
we're
we're gonna trick or treat anyway because fuck the police and fuck you, mom.
That's very true. Because I still was doing that at that age too. I was trick or treating forever.
Oh my god. I mean, I think I was 14 maybe.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
about
15,
14.
That's pretty young. It looks about 14.
Lord of mercy, I don't know. Anyways, so and I had just started dating this different dude from the last story. I guess I dated a lot of dudes. It's kind of weird.
This guy was definitely a dude. He was a dude, bro, jock.
And he was, what are they? I don't even know what to call him. He was a
meathead.
He was a bro. He was a
Douche.
total, yeah.
Douche is a good word.
He
Yeah.
was a douche canoe.
Yes.
But yeah, we
He's
dated
the whole
for
douche boat.
we dated for like a minute, and he lived in like there's like my subdivision and then a road and then like half a mile down another subdivision on the other side of the road, and he lived in that subdivision. And so we called each other, but this is way before cell phones. Like mom didn't even think of giving me a cell phone yet. Like he called me on my house phone.
Of course.
And he was like, hey, you trying to go trick-or-treating tonight? And I was like,
Fuck yeah, I am.
as Chris said, I was like, hell yeah, fuck the police.
Yes.
But I was like, yeah, we can meet up or whatever. And so we met up in our neighborhood, and I don't know, I don't, it's kind of fuzzy after that. I think like we made out for a minute, like next to a stop sign.
Definitely, because I
kind of ditched Chris. What did you
Mhm.
do during that time? Were you just
I
like
literally like
creepily like just
yeah,
standing
I was
watch or
literally just
something?
watching. Like I would look at you guys, then look around to make sure there weren't any like small children that you could be impressioning. You know.
That's hilarious.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I mean, it seemed like forever. It seemed like hours that we walked around, but honestly, I bet
It was
we
probably
only
about
did-
20 minutes.
I bet we just did like one loop around the neighborhood, and yeah, like you said, about 20 minutes probably. And he had a friend on the football team that was like a grade or two ahead of him because we weren't old enough to drive yet. I mean, he was a little bit older than us, a few months. He may have had his permit, but I don't.
Yeah, it was right there on the cusp.
And so his friend shows up, and he's driving the truck. He's got somebody in the passenger seat, 3 people in the back seat, and like a shit ton of people in the back. And they've got like 17 buckets of KFC. And they were like, hey man, we're eating some KFC. Come on. And boy, he just took off. Buddy, I'm telling you, he left me in the dust for some KFC. I
Yep.
was like, I'm sorry, what? Like,
I would too. I'm just saying, I love chicken.
Yeah, exactly. So
there
I'm
wasn't
like,
even any sides with it. It was just chicken, y'all.
Okay, when you
Right?
No
Okay.
mac and cheese. There was no greens. Nothing.
I need
No,
that
that's-
fried chicken. That's all
No.
you need.
right.
No,
And as he's like tearing ass down the street, you got CJ in the background screaming, and ain't you supposed to be dumpster diving for ham scraps? Scraps? I can't. Ham
Scraps?
scraps, you 6-piece chicken McNobody.
Can't with you.
I did. I called him a 6-piece chicken McNobody in front of everybody.
Yes.
All them trick-or-treaters.
Yes, fantastic.
And I
So
think
that's
I
what
dumped
that's-
him for that, actually.
I really do think you did. I cannot
pretty-
remember.
I
any
bet
other-
she did.
I'm
I
pretty
would
sure-
bet money that she did.
I'm pretty sure
Well, I
I dumped
mean,
him for that. I was
She
like,
was
if
offended.
you want to choose fried chicken over me, you're going to choose fried chicken over me forever because I'm gone.
Yep, you have made your choice. You
Y'all
lay
what?
in your bed of chicken.
Gone like Colonel.
Yep. You can
There
lay
you
in
go.
the chicken grease.
Exactly.
Right around it.
I
hope
like
you
to see
enjoy it.
Colonel Sanders suck your dick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Damn it! Why didn't I say that?
I
It's
don't
so
know.
much better than chicken McNobody.
I don't know. I mean, I think that was good
Fuck,
too,
dude.
right?
Post it.
I don't know. I like the chicken McNobody because you were young anyway, so running down the road, say you're chicken McNobody.
6-piece chicken McNobody. Thank you.
You want your
Exactly. Because
chicken
God
meatballs,
knows he didn't have
bitch?
6-piece abs. Fuck
Oh.
that. Yeah. So that's how Halloween used to be. We used to be able to go around,
Yes.
trick or treat, walk around on Halloween night, no less. None of this trunk or treating on a Saturday only at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Yes,
So it's
ma'am.
not
Y'all,
so scary.
clear off this bar so I can get up on top of it and get on my soapbox and let
We
me
about
just
to
tell
preach.
you. Let me tell you what happened in my neighborhood.
Oh, hell.
We have differing stories. So you're going to hear
Yes.
one side and then you're going to hear the opposite side. So strap in.
Strap in. This is some bullshit. I get home on Monday. So today is Thursday. Yesterday, Wednesday was Halloween. I get home on Monday. So that's what, 29th?
Yes.
I open my mailbox. I got some folded up piece of paper with like freaking jack-o'-lanterns all over it.
Was it like the old school Microsoft Word?
Microsoft clip art. With
Yes.
some fucking jack-o'-lanterns. I wish
You know
I
what
still
this
had
means?
it, but I ripped it
Somebody
up and-
was in Mr. Reed's document creation design class.
Exactly. I wish I still had it, but I ripped it up and I burned it
Well, shit.
because of the bullshit.
But the funny
that
part
was
is,
in
we
it.
know what it is because she literally described every little piece about this paper.
Oh, yeah.
No, let me tell you what it said.
Okay. What did it
Let
say?
me just tell you.
Preach.
So I unfold it and I'm like, what's this? It's not in an envelope, so it's not like actual mail. So I open it up and it's like, dear neighbors,
Oh, God.
we realize that Halloween is on Wednesday. However, due to weather conditions, we will be having Halloween as a neighborhood on Tuesday from approximately 6 p.m. to approximately 8 p.m. Bitch, no, you don't.
No, you
I'm
have Halloween
sorry.
on Halloween.
Halloween is on Halloween since the beginning of time, or since whatever day the candy companies created it. Halloween has been on Halloween. Period.
Amen.
That's the
And
way
it's
it
rain
was.
or shine.
Rain
And
or shine.
Always has been rain or shine.
It doesn't matter if it's -5 degrees,
Yes.
if it's
Exactly.
snowing,
Or
sleet,
85 degrees.
snow, sleet, hail. You just make do
And you dress
Exactly.
up and you
Yes.
own it and you go get that
Yes.
candy.
because
Yes.
it's free candy.
Even
That's
if there's
just
a
what you
tornado
do.
going, you still go because that just means it's going to pick up everybody else's
You're
candy
daggone
and
right.
deliver it to you.
Right.
Exactly.
And now we got these, what is it? These
And
pussy
crunchy
kids
mom.
that are going and they're like, little raindrops. I can't get out of the car.
I'm less
Ah."
concerned
Aren't
about.
you gonna deliver the candy to me so I
Yeah.
don't have to get out of the car?
You go get
Bitch.
that damn candy or it ain't yours. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So I'm opening this thing in my driveway and I'm just like,
Stunned.
y'all,
Yo.
you do not change a holiday. I don't care. Like the whole point, it doesn't even matter if it's a school night or any of this. The whole point is for the kids to go out and see as much, like get as much candy as they can and bring it home and put it on a scale and make sure that they got more than their friends and their siblings. That's
Boom.
the reason of Halloween. And you do that whether it's raining or snowing, sleet, tornado, monsoons, typhoons, lagoons, whatever.
Lagoons.
I mean, I don't know. It rhymed. I don't know.
We'll go with it.
Cheers.
I hate it when a lagoon happens. I mean,
you could, like,
suddenly I was walking in the woods and then bam, there's a lagoon.
Bam, lagoon.
Where the hell did that come from?
And we were naked.
Right? And
I
suddenly
mean,
our clothes were gone.
you could
Have you
just be
never
like-
watched Blue Lagoon?
I mean, you could just be walking and like accidentally trip and fall into one. I don't know.
I can't with you naked.
Eh,
Anyways, y'all, I'm on my soapbox.
And I'm telling
Okay.
my age. So.
Let me have this.
Cheers.
So
Take it.
I was like, okay, on Tuesdays, husband Chris is at home and he has to go to bed at the butt crack of dawn.
Yes.
And I was like, I am not having these little fucking sticky fingered kids come ringing my doorbell at
Mhm.
all hours of the night because I
Fuck
have
that.
had them as late as like 11:30 at night before. Unacceptable. So I wrote a sign and it said, went to bed early, no candy. and I turned my porch lights out. I turned every damn light in the house off, floodlights off. The place is locked down like Fort Knox. And you know what happened? Somebody fucking knocked at the door.
It was a Jehovah's Witness.
I think it was too.
I think it was bullshit, is what I think. Fucking kids can't even read a sign.
I mean, honestly, if they were like 4, they probably couldn't.
Okay, well, if you're not old enough to read, your parents should be going with you.
It's traditional, though. Back in the day, you have your light on. You are
that is
okay
the
with
rule.
candy.
Right.
If you don't have the light on, you get
It's
the
off
fuck
limits.
away.
But kids these days don't know that.
No.
The little grubby hands, they're like, give me candy. And then when you do give them candy, if it's not a full-size Snicker bar, they just go ape shit on your ass. They're like, fucking pansy-ass fun-size bullshit, and they throw it down. It's
Oh,
like,
is that what happens?
Oh, I don't think so. You little fucking ankle biter. I won't
No.
hurt you.
Can't.
No.
Well, my kids are very grateful because they know I'll beat their ass. So
Yeah.
they go all the way up to that step and they say trick or treat like they're supposed to,
Mhm.
and then they say thank you.
Yes.
So cheers to being.
Yeah,
a
thank
good
you is not a
mom.
thing that
Cheers to
happens.
Because fucking kids don't say thank you. They just take it
Because
and
they
run.
know that Mama Whoopee Cushion is coming to kick their ass if they ain't grateful for that candy. I'm just
Okay,
saying.
so I vote that we make Mama Whoopee Cushion a new like thing that we tell kids to scare them. To be like, oh, if you don't say thank you, then Mama
Mama
Whoopee
Whoopee
Cushion,
Cushion.
she's gonna get you in the middle of the night. She's gonna put you in that whoopee cushion, and she's gonna sit on you until you fucking die. So say thank
I
you.
love it. Cheers.
Yes,
Mama Whoopee Cushion. I love it.
so that's the thing now. I'll have
I
to
love
use that
it.
with my nieces.
I'm gonna suffocate your ass.
Oh my god.
Exactly. And-
So tell us about your Halloween.
So,
That's how mine
my-
went.
Yeah, my Halloween went quite the opposite. We like to go all out. Now, we're in an apartment complex. We're not in a subdivision. So you would think when we were growing up, if we had an apartment complex in the town we grew up in, we would have hit that every time because you have a low concentration of, or a high content, I don't know, a ton of people in a small amount of space to where you don't have to like walk or drive. You just go door to door to door to door to door and
Mhm.
get all the candy.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, this is going to be like shooting fish in a barrel. We got this. So we like decked out our balcony. We got lights, we got strobe lights, we got the fog machine going. I've got all my DJ gear like lit up every time. We actually bought like these little signs. Here, I think here's one. Yeah, we bought these little like yard stake signs to put, they say like trick or treat
Oh my god.
all along from where you park all the way up to the apartment. We bought 17 of these.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Then
So much time and energy and money.
I know. And then there was this one at the top of the thing pointing directly at our door. So like there was no mistake as to what was happening.
Oh.
Then we have like we got our door decorated and everything. There's like pumpkins outside our door. When they knock, there was a thing where we could like step on it and push a button and it would start, the fog machine would go, we would have
Aw.
spooky noises going, and as soon as you like open the door it was like it would like creak. It was so badass.
Now I understand why you were so sad.
I know, and we did our, we did our face, we did our makeup, we were completely dressed up, ready to hand out. We had 3 pumpkins full of candy to give out. Full size bars. Okay, I'm talking, we got Reese's, we got some Kit Kats, we
The
got Hershey
real deal.
bars. Yeah, we have
The
3 different
full-size
kinds.
bar or the half size?
The full size bars. I got
Oh,
3
hell.
different kind of M&Ms. I got ring pops. I got Fun Dip.
I
All
want
right.
to drove over there. You should. Damn.
I know,
I'm
right?
ready.
And so we're ready. So we're sitting here, we're like, yay, I'm excited. 8 o'clock comes, radio silence. Nothing, not a damn thing. So we're like, okay, well, maybe they can't tell. So we like turned every light that we could on. We opened the patio door so that we could like pace out there and wait and watch to see if we could find children. Nothing. So we're just sitting here and suddenly we finally hear it like really loud on the door. I was like, okay, with the obnoxious amount of knocking, that's got to be someone we know. So it was his little sister and their friend group. There's like I think 5 of them or so. And they're not even dressed up. I think she has these little like bee wings, but everybody else, they're not even dressed up. They've got Walmart bags.
You don't give
to
them
collect-
candy then.
Walmart bag.
You tell them to go on somewhere.
I
At
know,
least
right?
a pillowcase. Come on.
They gotta be dressed up to have candy. That's the whole thing of Halloween. You gave them
Okay.
candy, didn't you?
Well, of course we gave them candy because we're like dying to give
Aw.
people candy. We're like, come get candy.
This
So
is
that
the
was-
only,
Yeah. Well, that
the
was
only
our-
holiday where you're dying to give away something.
This is the only holiday that I'm dying to even be around kids. So like, and trust me, my husband sounded straight up like a pedophile the other day. It was during Halloween. He was like, "What do we have to do to attract children to my apartment?" I was like, "Dude, you need to quit this because somebody's gonna call the police." So that was our right. That was our first group, was the teenagers. Then not long after that, there were 2 more. They were little girl in like a ladybug costume or something, and then a little boy in a Spider-Man costume. The little ladybug, she was super sweet. Both of these people, mind you, live at the apartment complex. And so
People?
people,
She's a little. Oh.
I'm sorry,
shit.
these little
Courtney,
people.
Stop it.
No, I'm
This
just.
is a podcast. Courtney, shut your mouth.
I'm just saying. It was just. It
Stop
just
with your little.
sounded.
Stop with your little.
What is happening? Are you making a midget joke? What is this?
Why did you have to say it?
What is happening? This just derailed. What the hell is happening?
Why did you have to
Deep breath. Does she have a midget fetish? What do I not know? Did you fuck a midget on Halloween?
I wasn't even going there. You had to say it.
Well, you said it so many damn times. I thought it was. Cheers.
All right. So, anyways, continuing, the small children live at the apartment. They're children, and not midgets. I don't know if we have midgets at the apartment. If we do, you'll be the first one I know because I'm gonna snap a pic and I'm gonna be like, "Bitch, look." I don't know why midgets are so funny to you people.
It's just little.
Little people. What is the? I am missing something out of this.
I need a cocktail now.
She's immature. That's what you're missing.
I wasn't
Okay.
even going there with that.
I really thought you were.
Okay.
You've got me so trained on all your immaturity that I just don't even know where to begin.
Y'all,
All right.
y'all are crazy. And then, so that was the 2 of them. The little Spider-Man guy, he like, as soon as we opened the thing, he was like, pew, 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 pew. I'm Spider-Man. And I'm like, what the hell? Did you knock her over?
No,
Where
she's
did she
there.
go? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay, the train has so derailed from here.
Stop talking.
This is why we don't have guests, ladies and gentlemen.
Making it worse.
Okay. Alcohol got us. Just a little bit.
You can edit this
Okay.
out. Fine.
Edit this out.
No, we're not editing anything. Like, I will for the,
My
I
mouth
will
is
the
so wide
podcast.
open. It was horrible.
oh God, doesn't
Okay.
surprise me.
I'm done.
In a pink suit. Okay.
We good? We good?
We're good.
I think so.
Okay. There you go. Sop it up. There you go. Okay.
Right up.
Well,
Okay.
so we only had 4. So we had the teenagers, the little girl, and then the super hyper Spider-Man dude. But then the 4th one we literally had to bribe someone off of Facebook to come get our candy. This woman at Facebook messaged me. What you guys?
You say little. Don't say little no more.
Oh my God.
It
Okay.
spikes her for some reason.
Stop.
Apparently it's
I was
you.
doing just fine, and you kept laughing. Stop laughing.
Okay,
God, this is just like every math class we've ever had. We just look at each other and lose our shit.
Hey, that is so true. I remember that.
I know. Well,
It was too. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry. There's a ladybug
Yeah.
and a Spider-Man and 4 other people.
4 other people.
no, it was 4 people total. But anyways,
So
the
4
4th
total.
person was this lady off of our little community group on Facebook, we were like, where the fuck are all these kids? It is Halloween, right? Because we ain't seen shit.
I remember your post. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. So this woman just out of nowhere messages me on Facebook and she was like, you still got candy? And I'm like, yeah. She was like, well, I'm kind of in the area, so I'll bring my kid by. I'm like, I really had to like Facebook bribe somebody to come get candy.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and this
So
kid
he
was
messaged
not.
you on Messenger.
Yeah, and this kid was not even dressed up, and he also had a Walmart bag too.
Should have turned him
So,
down.
like-
He wasn't dressed up.
It's
No, not even dressed up at all. No.
Oh,
So it was just he was like 8 or 9, but he like did not speak. He was just like like shoved the thing in my face. I'm like, okay, here's your candy, kid. You're weird. Please go home.
no
Did
joke.
the mom not say anything? Like, how rude.
She stayed in the car.
So nobody said even thank you?
I mean, I said, thanks for stopping by or
You,
whatever.
the kid that took the candy.
Yeah.
No, he didn't say a damn thing.
Oh,
he
I
was
would've
just like,
went
I'm here
after
for your
his
fucking
ass.
candy.
Hell
Oh,
no.
hell no.
Right?
Ungrateful
So that
shit.
was the extent of it. So I
That's
think
what's
You
wrong
what
with this
learn
world.
today.
Yeah.
right? Well, I think
learn some
what has
manners.
ruined it is the fucking trunk or treat on the weekend. Because now all these crunchy moms, they don't want their kids having anything with gluten or high fructose corn syrup or any
Or
of that.
peanuts, or chocolate,
Exactly.
or sugar,
Yeah,
or
look at
anything
kids
fucking good.
become have
Anything
peanut
fun. They
allergies, because
are-
that's all I ever grew up on was freaking peanut butter. You know?
Mhm.
I
That was
know.
back
I
in
mean,
the
I
day.
understand allergies are a thing, but still punishing everybody for one person's dietary
Don't
need
eat it then.
is a little ridiculous.
Yes.
No, and this is
But you
why
have cream pops, for God's sakes.
Mhm.
I know, well, this is what you get those super crunchy moms that are like, I'm gonna give out like homemade fruit leather that I made by myself, and I'm gonna give out
Leather.
fruit leather and popcorn balls, and we're just gonna give out these. How about these tiny little fake tattoos with Bible verses on them? That's wholesome, right? Like this is
I can't with you.
this is so dumb.
I can't
All
with
of
you.
this is dumb. I want
mean,
my
tattoos with
Halloween back.
Bible
And those
verses,
and
that's
those
good.
same crunchy moms, when they're going through their kids' candy, they find something homemade or something that's not wrapped. Where does it go? In the garbage. So why do you think somebody is gonna eat your nasty ass homemade fruit bar brick leather shit? and your
Exactly.
popcorn ball that smells like ass.
So I guess I
And
am a bad
styrofoam.
mom because I tell my kids something's wrong with the candy and then I eat it.
That
You're like,
see,
well,
that
I
is
tried
goals
something.
as fuck. If I hear one more person spread another goddamn rumor about, oh my god, they put razor blades in the Tootsie Rolls, or I heard
I say kids, we have to inspect the candy. So when they go to sleep, then I get all my favorite candies and then I'm like, bye guys.
There's
Nice.
a needle in the Starburst.
exactly. Well, see, there is the number one reason why there will never be cocaine in your Fun Dip. Okay, do you know what that reason is?
Why?
Cocaine's fucking expensive.
That's
Yeah.
very true.
Nobody is giving
Nobody's
away their
giving it away for
drugs.
free.
No,
Exactly.
that is very
It-
true.
Exactly. Now remember, kids, if somebody tries to give you drugs, say thank you. Drugs are very expensive.
Very.
Yeah.
Okay? Good.
Especially if it's the real shit.
Right. This has been a PSA. Also, please don't do drugs. But that's
Don't
another
do
story.
Yeah.
Drugs are bad.
Yes. Drugs are bad. Drugs are not cheap. So no, nobody is spiking your kids' bullshit. Ain't nobody putting any sort of thumbtacks or razor blades or anything fucking sharp or stupid in your kids' fucking Tootsie Rolls. Your kids ain't gonna eat Tootsie Rolls anyway. Those things are shit. So no.
Right?
Anyways, so that's our soapbox. Halloween is not the same as it used to be, and it
It's
never will
not.
be again
No.
because fucking millennial moms. Sorry,
Yeah.
Tap.
Oh, and also,
Not sorry, because I'm not a nope. Mm-mm.
No, I'm not a
one of
nope.
them.
no,
Nope.
she ain't one of them.
I'm a crazy motherfucker.
She ain't one of
There
them
I'm
you
a
go.
crazy
crunchy ass
motherfucker.
moms.
No.
Mm-mm.
Now I
Mm-mm.
do make up shit so I can eat the candy. I'm not gonna lie on that. That's
Should
a
be
No.
confession.
That's goals, though. I dig that.
Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, my oldest was Deadpool. Okay,
Nice.
he's never seen the movie, but he sure as hell acts like an asshole.
There
on
you go.
Halloween night. Okay,
I'm gonna
His
tell you what
attitude.
you're gonna be.
I'm gonna yeah, exactly. So he's going up to get that candy, and you know what? He forgot to say thank you.
Oh
Do you know
shit.
what, Mama? Do you know what Whoopee Cushion Mama did?
Pulled
When-
his britches down in that woman's front yard and beat his ass.
Nope. Gave him the eye, and he thought his ass was gonna be beat. So he went back up there and said thank you.
That's when
And
you know
when you
it's good.
say-
You don't even have to beat ass. You just give them a look.
You damn right. I
Yeah,
blew
see-
up. I went, ooh. And he was like, ah.
What she means by gave him the eye, which means it gave him pink eye from sitting her whoopee cushion ass all over his face.
I can't with Chris. That was badass. Cheers.
That's probably
That
Cheers.
was probably the best ever.
Oh my gosh, y'all are killing me. Well, we have a top 5 list. Occasionally we do this on special nights. We'll do our top 5 favorite songs that go with whatever our topic is.
Yep.
So we will start with yours. Do you have it in front of you?
Mm-hmm.
Your
Ooh.
list. Now, I don't have a
Okay.
way to interject these into the podcast. So this list that we're going over right now will be linked in our social media and on our website so that you can follow up with it later. And after you listen to our podcast, you can pop over there and listen to the playlist. Get
Check it out,
spooky.
y'all. So my number 1 is obviously I Put a Spell on You.
Yes.
Because Hocus Pocus Basic
Hocus
Bitch.
Pocus.
Yes.
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 Number 2 is Thriller.
Come on. There you are. Oh, God. You're so
my
fast.
God.
That was some freaky shit. I know I didn't drink. I know I didn't drink that much. That was moving far.
That was the scariest shit I've ever seen.
How about that?
Oh, my God. I don't know what happened.
What
I don't know.
happened? She glitched out.
Oh, I thought you guys were talking about y'all.
No,
No, you.
Oh.
It
That
was,
was
you
wicked.
went, you
No.
went like from here to
Like-
here,
like-
and you were like twitching,
Yeah.
like glitched out, and then you
And
went
like
back.
one
It was
point-
like,
1.2 seconds. Like, yeah, that was.
oh,
Well,
Yeah.
mine froze for just like a couple of seconds, and I look up, and both of you guys are doing this like really fast. So, so I was like, "What the hell?"
I hope it glitches out like that.
I
when
do
you-
too.
when
I hope
you-
you see that because that's
Yeah.
some mad shit right there.
that
That's
was-
amazing. I can't wait to see that. To rewatch this on. That's gonna be amazing.
That was great.
Okay, number
Good
3. Somebody's watching me.
I always feel
Hey.
like somebody's watching me.
All right. So,
Whoop. Neighbors across the street.
so fact about that song: the artist that does this is Rockwell.
Mhm.
But did you know that the backing vocals were sang by Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Really?
I did
Yes.
know that.
I
Actually.
did not know
Good
that.
job,
did know
Tabby
that.
Cat. I am proud of you.
You learn something new every day. Let's see. Number 4, Ghostbusters. Who are you gonna call?
Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yep, it comes with the head motion. You
It
gotta.
always does. You're doing it wrong if you don't
Yeah.
do the head motion when you hear
Right.
that song.
Okay, so about that song, I was playing the Pandora Halloween playlist the other day at work, getting my spooky on, and I heard something come on that vaguely sounded like Ghostbusters, and it had that bass line in it, but it was like some weird remix. It turns out they remixed the song for the new Lady version of the movie, and it was such shit. It was so bad. I was like,
No,
this
but why
is a
do
travesty.
People fuck with the original shit.
I
Like,
don't
leave
know.
It alone.
polish a
Original
turd.
movies, original everything. Leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah,
Stop
it's awful.
fucking with good shit.
Yes.
Exactly.
Anyways, number 5, Monster Mash.
Oh my god, y'all have a story for this real 2 seconds. on the way to Murfreesboro, I fucking put that right there on the Bluetooth, and we were rocking to some original Monster Jam, and my kids never had heard that before.
They were like, "What's this? This
Yeah.
is
Oh, this is the
revolutionary."
real shit, guys.
This is
Shit,
the
just
real
like that.
shit.
Just like that. Real shit, guys.
Real
All the-
shit.
Yeah. All you
Okay.
drinking shit.
So another fact about that one,
the Monster Mash.
that guy,
The Monster Mash. The Monster Mash.
he has recorded different versions of that. Like there have been more songs
There's
he's
an
recorded.
original one though.
Well, yeah, the original's always the best, but he's
Yeah.
done more. And Ethan was making me listen to some. He tried to do this like mummy rap thing, and
Nope.
it sounded so cringy. I was like, this has to stop, and this has to
Yes.
stop now. I am
Right,
so
right.
uncomfortable.
But when you listen to the original, it takes you
Right.
back to elementary school, where the fall
Right.
festivals and the classroom. The Monster Mash.
She's so jacked.
Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
love it. Well, my 5, the first one I have is Bad Outta Hell. It is Meatloaf. Some just consider it a rock song. I consider it a Halloween song because when I was first introduced to it, was actually on a Halloween compilation album, and it's still one of my favorite songs altogether of all time. It's
I love how you just casually have that
Oh.
water bottle.
okay. I'm just okay. So here's this.
It's
So
not
I'm,
from a pill.
She just broke her crazy out.
no. What's happening here? Okay.
What
What-
happened was.
Yeah. What happened was, see, okay. So you can put the lid on like this, just like regular.
And for a refill.
Okay, so Ethan taught me this, and I didn't know this until like 2 weeks ago. So this is why I'm amazed and I fiddle with it, because these Walmart pill bottles, you see how they've got like a little lip around the top too, so you can
Two-way.
turn it up. Yes,
Yes, that's amazing.
it's 2 ways. So I'll sit here and I'll like,
Hurry up! I
Huh.
gotta cheers to that shit.
Oh my god.
right. So that's what I do. I sit here while we're recording and I fiddle with a pill bottle because I'm a freak.
I
So
like freaks. Okay.
right. Well, my number 4 is called Year Zero. It is. It's called Year Zero. It's from my current favorite band, Ghost, hence the face makeup. And the reason this is on my list is because of the beginning. It's utter silence, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get this booming voice that spells out Satan's name in 6 different words. So you have Belial, Behemoth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Satanas, Lucifer, and it's amazing. So that's my Satan band. I love it, and
That's creepy as fuck, dude.
I love it. So anything
What
with
the fuck?
no, get to the
And you
chorus
wonder
now.
why little kids don't come to your apartment?
I
That's
know.
why.
This is why. Well, the chorus of this song makes it doubly best because basically the chorus is Hail Satan, and the fact these guys are Swedish, and so their accent, it doesn't say Hail Satan. It says Hail Satin. So like this road that I'm in, so it's like Hail Satin. Yes. It's like it's what I imagine. Like, okay, so imagine the devil just got these new pillows, and he's like, dude, these are so fucking soft. Hail Satin. Okay, so that was so lame, but yeah, that's all I think.
Fucking you,
Oh my
Kristen.
god.
Yeah, so that's
You.
Year Zero, and I fucking love this song, right?
Hail Satin,
I love
but if you get a hangnail, so help me God, it will hang on
Oh, yeah.
every fucking satin sheets, satin pillowcases. Satin anything is really just a bad idea.
How did
Yeah.
we just do that?
I don't know.
Yeah, that
Cheers.
segue, that was beautiful. Okay, my number 3 is Werewolves of London by Warren Zevon.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Do
talking
you even
about.
know that song?
She straight up played me.
Wait, I have heard of that.
She's
Wait,
like, that's my jam.
no.
I know.
I've
She's
heard
like,
of it.
what?
You say it. Sing it. A little bit of it.
Sing it. She's not putting you on the spot or anything.
Just a little bit.
It's
Sing.
okay. He's got the werewolf.
Oh,
London.
yes.
Yeah, you
I've
know
heard
this.
of that.
See,
Yes.
bitch, she knows. Bitch knows.
I bitch know.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Exactly.
I don't.
You the one left out.
Yes.
So there's
Wait,
that
wait,
one.
wait. Sing it again. Sing past the O part.
Ow.
Werewolves of London. They're.
Ow.
I'd like to
Okay,
meet.
maybe I have heard it.
Maybe.
I mean, it's a popular Halloween song.
It's a popular song. Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is Season of the Witch by Donovan. It's from the 60s. You guys probably wouldn't know it. It's got a really cool, creepy vibe
Test
to
me.
it. Huh?
Test me.
Really?
Must be the season of the witch. Yeah. It's very like, yeah.
You
That
don't know what you're talking about.
Your mom doesn't know what she's talking about.
Yeah, chill though.
Okay. And my last one is Don't Fear the Reaper, but not the original one. I'm not talking about Blue Oyster Cult, although it is.
That's a good one too.
I'm talking about the version covered by him. They are they're another metal band that they're not very, very popular. Oh, you guys have froze again. Oh, this is
Oh,
beautiful. No. It's funny because the way y'all are looking at me. I'm here.
I see the bird. That's all we see.
The bird.
How do I?
You and the bird. Son of
Oh,
a
wait.
biscuit.
There you guys are.
I
There we
still
are.
don't see you.
We don't see you though.
I'm-
We just...
Okay, is it there? Is the video there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
thank
thank
God.
God.
I swear to God, though, I was gonna murder Ben if it wasn't.
I cannot
I was
deal.
gonna murder
I
Ben too.
cannot deal with another fucking Lost podcast.
I was gonna
I
sit
know.
on his fucking face.
Right? Get fucking Mama whoopee cushion on
Wait,
him.
no, not in that way.
Oh,
Not in that
oh no,
way.
I know exactly
Oh
what
my
way you're gonna
God,
sit on his
I
face.
can't
I
wait
hate
to
you.
tell him. I can't wait to tell him.
I
will
no.
suffocate
You know
that
what?
son of a bitch.
No, how about this? We don't even tell Ben about her wanting to sit on his face.
We don't.
We wait.
Please
No,
don't,
listen.
Kristen.
We wait until he watches the YouTube video.
No, Kristen.
Yes.
Also, there's apparently going to have to be 2 YouTube videos now since this was split in half. I can't splice them, so I'm going to have to
Edit that
upload them
shit.
both.
Just take this one out because
No.
everything was said
Fuck
was
no.
bad.
No, because
Okay,
we have to
I
continue.
still can't see you.
We can't see you.
I can see me.
Oh.
Hang on. There, I turn the video off. Why did you take a snapshot of your
I
fucking
don't
hand?
know how to work this shit. There you are.
Dumb.
Okay.
Dumb
Okay,
bitch.
we were on the Witches of
Don't Fear the
Winter.
Reaper.
Don't
We're
Fear
on
the
Don't Fear the Reaper by, I think it's probably another Swedish band, Him. I don't know.
Him?
No, are they Finnish? From Finland, maybe?
I think they're Finland.
Denmark. Maybe
Denmark.
I don't know. Some sort of
You have
European.
no idea, do you?
Of course she doesn't. Some sort of European thing. Now, for the last, our last thing, I would normally do a journal reading here, but here is going to be our little game, okay? I am going to give you guys, Tabitha, you paying attention?
I was texting Ben not to call.
Tell Ben to fuck the fuck off.
I said, fuck off, Ben. I did.
Exactly. Well, here's what we're going to do. I am going to give you guys
I love Ben.
a Halloween themed sex position. Just the name of it, and you guys try to guess what it is, like
Oh, I
how they
got
do.
this.
Are you ready?
I'm such a freak.
Okay.
Okay. Number 1, the Twizzler tie-up.
Wait, Twizzler tie up. Scissors?
Of course, I mean Twizzlers, yeah, the candy. Like imagine what it could be.
So we're
you
supposed to name the sex position of Twizzler's tie up.
No, I'm saying, okay, describe what you think it would be. Like, oh, somebody's going to tell you, oh, well, we're going to do the Twizzler tie-up tonight.
The pretzel.
No, you're not naming another sex position. You're just, okay, well, I think it's tying somebody up with Twizzlers behind their back and doing this with them.
Oh, okay.
No, I think.
God,
okay,
you guys
I
are
got
dense.
this one.
Go for it.
Okay, Twizzlers. So you're scissored together, like the sex position scissored.
Yeah.
He's inside. You're laying on your back, and then you're. I'm drinking. Hold on. And then your legs are tied around each other. So
Yes.
you're kind of like, you know how the scissored part is? You know, like when you're like this?
I said Twizzler, not scissors.
Oh, let's
Oh my God.
Wait, I don't know what's going on with your kneecaps.
it's
but
called, you do a little bit of yoga and you can stretch it, girl.
Also,
you
I
can't
like
stretch a joint.
You can, if you're flexible enough, you can, yes.
That's some exorcist
yes.
shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, I like the way you're thinking,
You know what I'm
but
talking about, Kristen? She's a freak.
I know what you're talking about, but no, it's just where you use Twizzlers and tie your partner's like arms together and then you eat them off afterwards. Like you eat the Twizzlers off of them.
Seriously? After all that.
I know, but I like where you were going
I
with
told
it
y'all
though.
I was a freak. I was thinking deep.
I
Hey,
know,
let
you
me
were
tie
thinking
you up
real
with
deep.
Twizzlers and eat
Hey,
them
I
off.
mean, I could do scissors and eat your Twizzlers. I'm just saying.
Right? Well, okay. Number 2.
Lord have mercy.
We've got I think 8 of these. Number 2, the Warlock's Brew.
That sounds like an STD.
I know, right?
I can't.
The Warlock's Brew? That sounds like something you catch from a fucking toilet seat.
Ew. Can't imagine what action could be happening here.
Let's see.
I think Warlock's Brew is just splooge.
Just splooge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll read you what it says.
Oh,
Let your
it really
Are
is.
you reading it out of like Dirty Sanchez's book
Holy
of nasty
shit, are you
fucking
serious?
shit?
There's something really called Warlock
Yes! It's from Cosmopolitan. Get off my dick. Let your partner enchant. Let your partner enchant you via penis magic with a wicked 90-degree twist on missionary. As they thrust, circle your hips so it's like they're stirring your cauldron, doubling your orgasms.
That is cool.
Stirring your cauldron.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If
Okay.
anybody ever refers to my vagina as a cauldron,
Okay. No, seriously though,
Something's
talk to your
terribly
sister,
wrong.
and that is like a goal of a witch. Like if somebody calls my vagina a cauldron, they're getting a high five and a blowjob.
No shit, because they know what the hell a cauldron means.
Magic happens there.
dude,
Fuck
a
yeah.
cauldron is like this big around.
I know,
Doesn't
but
have
if
to
they know
be.
that word even, they're getting a blowjob.
Oh my
There you go.
God.
Cheers, guys.
Boom. All right. So the next one, the cave crave.
The what?
The cave crave.
Oh, I know what that one is.
Man, is that when you put like whipped cream in your vajayjay?
That means when you tighten up your Kegel muscles when the dick's in there. That's what I think.
I love you guys.
The cave craves like it craves.
Nice.
Oh,
This
It
is
holds that dick like a motherfucker.
Oh God, it bit me.
oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God. Your
Is it a vagina or a Venus flytrap?
penis fly trap.
Penis
Oh.
my job.
Oh, you
Oh,
win it!
Nice.
Hey, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Fist bump. Where's your fist bump? Bam.
There we are.
Chris wins the internet.
Yeah.
Right?
Forever.
Okay, well, what the cave crave is, your partner lifts your butt in a very primal need you now way, in a position that lets you both stroke whatever needs to be stimulating while gazing lustfully at each other.
Hell yeah.
Why
All
do they
right.
have to make it sound so
That's kinky as fuck.
Because it's
tawdry?
Cosmo, okay?
Easy.
That's why.
I like this. I'm just
You like
saying.
this?
Hold on. Let me write that down because I'll forget tomorrow because I'm a little butt.
Bitch is
Y'all
taking
bunch of
notes.
Fucking amateurs.
That's it. I'm calling up my friend.
Oh,
Nice.
Lord of mercy.
What's that called again?
Now we're drunk dialing.
The cave crave. What'd you say?
I said now we're drunk dialing.
Oh God.
Just,
So number
just one
4.
person. That's it. Just one person.
We have the spider.
Okay.
That just sounds nasty.
So
I think
pretty
that's
much,
a
do you
post.
remember doing the spider on the swing set? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Where you sit on their lap and your legs go the opposite direction?
Yes.
Like that. Yeah, it said,
Why
It
did
says-
teachers let us do that? We were
I don't
basically
know.
dry humping on the playground.
oh, we definitely were.
So we
For
just
sure.
need to get a sex swing and we can do it all over again.
There you go. I was pretty sure I was a lesbian for 20 minutes.
Me too. Obviously, I did that to a lot of girls. I'm not gonna
I know.
lie.
For
Same.
20 minutes, you're a lesbian your entire life.
I was about to say, who are you kidding? What?
Whatever. Only if you're hot and
Oh
I'm
my-
drunk. That's all.
Oh my God.
But I
there's
don't remember
rules.
in the morning. I don't know who you are and I don't care. It was
All
just-
right. On that
Is
note,
the name Wednesday?
That's another story in another podcast.
It's Halloween
right.
related, so technically it belongs in this podcast.
Okay, I tried to hump Wednesday because I was drunk. I'm sorry. Maybe
Good
I might
story.
have done the crave cave.
you
I
certainly
took her. I
craved her
took her to the
cave.
bar.
No, I did the spider. Cause she,
Yeah.
Oh my
cause she
God.
Okay.
was trying to show me her thighs.
Oh Lord. So with this, what it says about the spider is sit their ass down in a wide chair and climb up so you're facing them, putting your feet on the chair on either side of their bum. Wrap your arms loosely around their shoulders and let them appreciate the gorgeous visuals. Mix it up with a long sweet kiss and opening and shutting your knees as you see fit.
Well, shit,
Afterward-
I did that the other night.
Right? Now this one, I'm gonna have you guys perplexed as shit, and you're going, okay. The bewitching bat.
That's me.
Oh God.
That's
Let's
me.
just-
I'm imagining when Chris does the bat wing. He's
Really?
like,
I'm just imagining
Oh,
that
God.
my nickname is Bewitched.
Okay, so here we go. You guys strap in for this. Now
Alright,
you
I'm
might
strapping
have
in.
to use your hands for visuals, okay?
Get off me!
Oh,
Okay,
you gotta be all
not on
messed
each
up.
other,
I'm
Jesus
sorry.
Christ.
I got a little intoxicated.
Handsy.
Handsy under here.
Just
Stop
a little
it.
bit. Okay.
Okay, so lie on your back with your legs spread and your knees bent. Your partner puts their hands together, bending their ring and middle fingers towards their palm. They slide their 2 pointer fingers inside of you and circle the clit with 2 thumbs. They move their fingers like bat wings. Like, I don't know. What? I
It
don't.
looks like a speculum at the
I know.
OBGYN, dude.
And what are you supposed to do with your fingers? Do they go in your asshole? Like,
Trying to do it.
like how?
This won't hurt a bit. I'm just gonna crank you
I-
up in a little bit.
I know, right? Like, that is scary. Don't do that to me. God.
Don't you fucking
Hey,
come at me
you-
with
you stop
OBGYN
Keep
instruments.
describing it because I'm trying to do the position.
Oh
Courtney's
my
standing still.
That was it. That was it. You got your weird thing. I don't know.
That's
So the next one
weird as
is
fuck.
the broomstick ride.
Yeah! What the fuck?
Pretty much exactly like you would expect it to be. It's just reverse cowgirl, but on a coffee table.
Yes!
What's the
That's
coffee
not
table?
funny shit right there.
I don't
What's the
know.
coffee table have to do with anything?
You're
I-
riding the
I
you're
don't
on the
know.
coffee table while you're riding the broomstick.
I know, but I mean, I thought that had something to do with it. I guess it's
No.
just another surface to do
Yeah.
It
on.
is. It
I mean,
is. There's
everybody
nothing-
used to have coffee tables back in the day, and that was what you. Just kidding. I
Yeah.
don't know nothing.
And until everybody started breaking their fucking pinky toes on them, and then everybody was like to hell with coffee
Okay, the
tables.
real coffee table I used to have, I rode that thing like a.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you now?
No.
Is there
All right.
anywhere safe to sit in your house?
Not
No.
really.
Oh my god.
No.
Yeah. This
I
is why
think
our
I tried
entire house
every
smells like
position
bleach.
because it's just fun to go through your whole house to figure out what area you have not fucked in. I'm just saying.
All right. Seems legit.
That's true because me and Chris were husband Chris were talking the other day, and he was like, "Well, we haven't done it in this room," and I was like, "I mean, we can get real technical. We haven't done it in the linen closet.
See,
We have a
On
clean
top of the
closet."
dryer.
And
I feel like
he's
you
like,
need to wear an apron. You need to wear an apron like you're dusting, like you're gonna go in the closet, and then just have your head in the closet
That's
while
what
your
I told
ass is
him.
sticking out, and just fuck the hell out of you.
"That's what I told him," but he said that it doesn't count because my whole entire body and his whole entire body won't fit inside the linen closet.
Then you fucking do it halfway. As long as the dick
he
and the
said it-
vagina is in the linen closet, it
No,
is.
no, it wouldn't be though. It would just be my head in the linen
Well,
closet.
then you need to prop a leg up and get in the fucking linen
There's
closet.
not. It's the tiniest linen closet in the
That
world.
is the best. Stop telling her, Kristen.
Legit.
That is called a Twizzler.
Oh. Okay. And
Okay,
now you
well,
know.
why don't you just take my whole body and fold me hamburger style and then hot dog style and hamburger style again? And,
If that's what you're into.
I mean,
It is
it's
what it
not
is.
It's not gonna work. It's the
Can
tiniest
you
closet
picture
in the
that?
world.
Because that's sexy as fuck.
All right. Well, the last one we have here is trick oral treat.
Trick whirl.
Oral.
Oral. Jesus Christ. So put candy into service as a BJ enhancer. Of course, everyone's heard of Pop Rocks. You could
Oh.
do like Skittles, Reese's Pieces, M&Ms.
thinking
That
Fun
shit'll
Dip.
like melt. Yeah, M&Ms are
Dip.
gonna melt. What?
Fun dip.
Fun dip. Well,
If his dick
Yeah.
in the
do
powder.
you want ants? Because this is how you get ants.
No, not if you suck good.
No, can you? No.
He's
And
gonna get
also,
a UTI.
I
He's
would.
gonna get a UTI.
I would be afraid of using something like minty or cinnamony because, like, you don't want. I mean, can you imagine going down on somebody with an Altoid? Like, they would scream.
Okay,
You
now
do
the
not-
best blowjobs are mint toothpaste.
Okay, well, thank you for your knowledge, Mom.
You're welcome. Mom. You just call me mom like I just
You are a mom.
And if,
You're the only mom
but we're
here.
talking about sex and she calls me a mom.
Yeah,
I think you became a mom.
right? That's
You
how
did
that
that
happens.
dance.
No,
Yeah,
but for
shit.
real, mint is good. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, but you don't want to go too far because nobody wants like something curiously strong stuck in their dick hole.
No.
And I mean, the toothpaste isn't like so super overpowering.
So then what kind
And
of
you
Yeah.
know, it's not like you're putting a whole handful of toothpaste. It's just
That's
a little
true.
bit.
So
Oh,
what
yeah.
kind of candy would you pick then?
I
Other
don't
than
know. I
Pop
do
Rocks?
something. Did you say cough drops?
No, cough drops.
I was like, one, Pop Drops aren't candy. No, I don't know. I'd go with something more like Skittles or something like that. Something with some texture, but
The rainbow.
taste the rainbow exactly. So
That's also how you get an infection. A nasty.
That
Oh my
is.
god, it ain't all about infection.
I'm
it
just saying.
is. When it comes to genitals, most of the time it is all about
I've seen
infection.
some nasty infections in the mouth, and I can only imagine like.
Oh, well
what
then
could
you're
go
not
on.
doing it right because you barely put a little bit on and you suck it off and then bam, it's done. It ain't like you're gonna put a ton of fucking shit on there
Well,
to where
make
it
sure
goes in the hole.
Yeah, make sure that you definitely like clean that off before going vaginal too, because you do not want him shoving fucking Pop Rocks up your pussy. That's
Right.
Ugh.
That's very true. And you should tell everybody that because there's idiots these.
What?
Well, at least then when you're up in the club and some dude comes up to you and he's like, pop your pussy like this, you can actually do it.
Now, you actually, what is that sound? Yes.
I'm popping my pussy like this.
Wow.
You know that song? You know that song in the club? That pussy like
I don't even know.
Do
what
I
that-
look like I listen to anything that has the words "pop that pussy"?
No, it's
No.
Hail Satin.
Yes.
Hail Satin!
Yes. I suggest
Fuck
go.
you,
listen to it.
Silk!
Yeah, fuck you, Silk. That's it.
That's
how
awesome.
it goes. Hail Satin, fuck you, Silk.
Love it.
Okay. Well, on that note, this brings us to the end of our podcast.
Oh.
I will spend the next couple of days getting everything cleaned up, uploaded, updated, all that jazz. But as for right now, I'm going to take off my face makeup and I am going to force my husband to fuck me. So I'm going to
Yes!
bed. Have a good night.
Are you doing a
Fantastic.
Twizzler or a cake?
Yes, we're going to go for the Twizzlers, I believe.
Tell him,
Like I have a
I want you to pop my pussy like this.
I really don't know what he would say. He would be like, "I'm sorry. Do we need to
Just-
go to the
Just
hospital?"
sit up in the air. It's all
Just
about body
do it.
language anyway. Don't fucking say shit.
Up in the
Stick that
air.
ass up in the
Just-
air.
If
Do
I
it just to see
physically
what he
could
would
put my
say.
vagina in the air, I would.
Just be like, Ethan, I want you to
I
pop my
feel
pussy
like you
like
should
this.
keep the makeup on.
Okay, so honestly, I
Sorry.
would because I have like a super bad obsession with Ghost right now, and if I could like do
Yes.
his makeup like this and fuck him with the
Oh my
face mask
God,
on,
Do
Oh
it.
my
please.
God.
it would be my thing.
Wait,
What?
I have one more story.
Oh shit!
No.
Seriously,
Exit
this
the
has to be the
building.
last one. We're coming up to like 2 hours.
Okay, yeah, but you're gonna edit out a bunch of shit anyways. I
So-
spent like 3 hours laughing about little people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and great, you brought it back up.
Sorry.
Here comes 3 more
I
hours.
don't know what I was thinking. Okay. No, my other story. What is my other story? Oh, okay. So last night I was on Facebook and I saw this article. It was like a little news clip article, like a talk show where they interviewed some lady for a couple of minutes, and it said that she is in a relationship with a ghost,
Oh yes, I
and
saw
that
that.
she hopes to have a baby with a ghost.
Would it be Casper?
And
Actually,
like-
people do that all the time. They're called miscarriages.
yeah, she said something about phantom babies or phantom
Mhm.
stuff, phantom pregnancies, and she's like, well, I'm hoping I can actually carry my baby to term because I'll know what's going on with my body and I'll know that it's actually a ghost baby or some shit. And she was talking
She needs
about, like,
medication.
she said that she met this ghost in Australia and
Of course,
she
as one
had
does.
to come back to the States.
It's always
And
Australia.
she was really sad because she had to leave the ghost behind, and she said, I'm sitting there on the plane about to fly back to the States, and all of a sudden the ghost appears and he's there, and so we went to the bathroom and we fucked.
Okay, so how do you have to leave the ghost behind if he suddenly shows up in an airplane? He can
I
go
guess
wherever the fuck he wants.
she said, quote, I thought that this ghost was static, like,
Oh.
yeah, like could not move, and apparently it can, and it followed her to the airport and
Alright.
got onto the plane with her, and I'm like, did you fucking buy him a ticket? Because TSA is gonna get you for that.
Right?
But whatever.
Hope it wasn't Flying United because they're all gonna ghosts.
Right.
Ain't that the
And
damn
so,
truth?
and so she's like, yeah, so we got up and we went to the bathroom and we had ghost sex. And I'm like, if he's a ghost and nobody else can see him, why did you have to get up and go to the bathroom?
Because she
If no-
masturbated is what she did.
And yeah, I'm like, no, you have a fantasy. You have some like idea in your mind of what the perfect man is, and that's your fantasy. And this is a thing that you have conjured up in your mind. This is not
Yeah.
a real thing. But she was like completely like she believed it.
Oh yeah.
100%. And she was like, yeah, we're gonna have this, I can't remember what she called it, a something ceremony, like
Oh
a
God.
bonding ceremony.
Seance.
It was like a basically a ghost marriage.
Nice.
And then they're gonna have like ghost babies. And I was just like,
Wow.
is
This
this
bitch
real
crazy.
life?
Yeah, this bitch crazy.
This bitch cray.
She
I
needs
mean,
them peels.
yeah, she does.
Yeah,
She
exactly.
needs
Come get
something,
some.
dude.
Nice. Well, I'll get this all uploaded and updated and everything here shortly. I'm gonna go to bed.
Well,
Have
I'm
a
grateful that
fantastic
y'all-
Thursday.
I'm grateful that I was on this. 'Cause
Yes,
y'all are awesome. I love y'all.
Feel free to stop by anytime, Miss Tabby Cat. If you yourself have any stories or anything and you want to submit them for us to read here on the podcast, shout us out, slide into our DMs, however you want to call it. Yeah, let us know. We can really not really do special guests unless they're at either CJ's house or my house, just because of the way things are set up right now. We haven't gotten it like a smooth sailing thing. So stop by CJ's anytime you want and join us, Miss Tabby Cat. We really
Only
enjoyed
certain
it.
people, like if I don't
Well,
like
yeah.
you, don't fucking come to my house.
Well, no, I'm not just saying like show up at CJ's house at 4 a.m. and be like, bitch, we talking.
Just me. Just me.
Just you.
No, we need to get your little sister back in here so that we can
Yes!
get the
We
love
need to
forbidden.
talk about. We need to talk
What?
about what's his name? I done got drunk.
What's his name? I done got drunk. On that note,
The ghost, the real ghost.
Carl.
Carl.
Carl. We need a whole podcast about Carl.
Yes,
we actually did we lose that one? I think we lost that podcast too.
We did lose that one because it
What,
didn't go
'cause-
through.
It didn't go through because
Wait,
it was
we
over the
lost
phone.
2 podcasts?
Yeah, we lost the one with your sister and we lost the first one with Tabby.
We lost that one too?
That was the most important one.
Do you not even pay attention to what we put out?
Yes, because I listened to it. Half of our listens are me.
I
I
know.
listened to our last
One-
episode 4 times.
We redid the one about our weddings, but the first time we did it, it had Tabitha on it.
I remember
And it-
that.
Right. And we lost that, so we had to redo it.
Oh, so the
that's
one that I was
right.
actually in here, you lost.
Yeah, because
Well,
I
I
was
just know
recording
that.
it over
You
my
lost
cell.
me.
Well, that was before Skype had the ability to record as it's doing now.
No, I'm just kidding.
So there's
Well,
that.
I'm honored. I'm honored to be on here. So thank you.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We greatly appreciate
It
it.
was a pleasure to have you.
Yes. Well, good night. And until next time,
Good night.
Good night.
I'm out.
Peace.